Yeah, I was muted while I was getting stuff set up there. But we should be getting set here to start the match here pretty soon, though. Teams have 5 more minutes. I suppose what we can do while we wait. Oh, jeepers. Someone's making a change. Yeah. That'll be easy to change. Let's see here. Where is it? There we go. Suppose while we have a couple minutes, talk about that new ban list. Heroes kind of got murdered with Liquid going to 2. That really, I don't expect to see many heroes this week. Rose, I mean, this was about as light of a hit as you could fucking do to Rose. I mean, rocks to 2, you take Econ and Tretch out of the deck. Pretty easy to build around that. I expect to see a lot of Rose this weekend. Mech Lord Assembly, I mean, that takes Floodgate out of that deck. At least 3 copies of it, anyways. So, I mean, not a huge hit to Mech Lords, but I mean, it's a little slap on the wrist. Karakuri, Merchant's still at 1. If Merchant was at 2, you never know. This. We could see some shenanigans with this at 3. We might see a deck with Melody in it this weekend. Not 100% sure. Probably not going to be real prevalent, but there are a few decks that could use that. I mean, Blue Eyes, let's get real. Keeper, we could see some Keeper shenanigans. We could see it. Don't really expect it, but we could see it. I don't expect to see Black Wings. Black Wings is fun, but hey, Davida, what's going on, bud? But game should be getting ready to start here pretty quick. Let's see if people be hopping in the room. Gotta make one little change to this. We should be all good. But anyways, kind of back to the ban list. I do expect to see pretty heavy Rose Dragons this weekend. What's going on, guys? SR. I'm butchering the shit out of that name. SR Kassir. What's up, Rika? I tried though. But both teams should be getting settled in here pretty quick. I expect to see some people at the table here pretty quick. I guess kind of looking at each team, I mean, kind of mirror in the opposite directions. Rookie is one of the preseason favorites, having a tough go at it this season. 2-5, -13. They're towards the bottom. BZ, I think they're either sitting 5th or 6th overall out of all the teams in the league right now. They started off super strong, 5-0. Been sliding the last couple, but we'll see if they can get back on track here. People should be sitting at the table here any momento. All right. Before we get too deep in and people ask for it, do people want in game like music and whatnot? I usually prefer not having the in game sounds, but if that's what the people want, we'll give the people what they want. So, yay or nay for in game music, sounds, and animations. I mean, rookies have some really good players, no doubt about it. Like I'm super surprised that they've had as rough a go at it as they've had this season. They've historically been a very solid team. All right, Shadow said both teams could start, so we should be getting both players at the table here soon. Starting for the rookies will be Gotchi, and starting for BZ will be 1000. I don't think I've seen 1000 in a lineup yet this season, but I've seen him in the past and he's done pretty solid. I'm pretty familiar with the rest of BZ. I mean, Davida and Chesko were both on my team last season. Um, we are in the game. Let's get in here. And we see a Jaden and a Primo, so likely hero deck. We will see though. And almost 100% mech lords for 1000. Gotchi gonna go first here. Let's see how he opened up and if this is indeed heroes. I didn't see a skill flash. This is looking like a hero deck. Reinforcements first card played. Probably gonna search a Stratos here. Oh, he searches Blaze Man. I don't know. For opening reinforcements, there's a lot of donking going on right here. I wonder if his hand's not that great. Or just deciding on what kind of board he wants to end up on. I'm assuming this is a my favorite hero version with no skill flashing, and he uses off. Nope, not my favorite hero. Sunrise. That is weak AF. Turn just a sunrise going first. I mean, he got a. I always want to say oversoul, but I know that's not right. Miracle fusion looks like a big O, so I always want to say oversoul. But 1000 opening up Mech Lord Assembly. Always what you're looking for in Mech Lords. Gets the obligado. I mean, if he has a good enough hand, he can just OTK. But he does need the Triskelion. We'll see if this is just a setup turn, though. Might depend on what kind of back row he has in his hand, too, how balls deep he wants to go. You do see so a little bit of thonking from 1000. What's up, Swag? Going into Dreadnought here. Using a lance so he can level up into the. I forget the buddy's name, but he's super annoying. Yeah, this guy right here. That's gonna be super annoying for Gachi. I mean, we know he's got the Miracle Fusion in his hand, but I mean, what has he got in his grave here? He can definitely make a sunrise, but if he can't make anything else, he's just a sitting duck. And that buddy right here is gonna take care of the first thing that hits the board, anyways. This is just kind of looking like a big L for Gachi. Is he gonna make another sunrise here? Probably. Yep. I mean, that's. What are we popping some back row here? I mean, he's probably gonna use whatever that back row is back there. And the Magnus is going to use his effect, probably plop that sunrise back into the extra deck. And I suppose that cancels out the Stratos pop too. I mean, Gachi can make another sunrise, but I don't think it's going to help him. Oh, just passes the turn. This is probably game this turn. Yeah, here's Triskelion. I'm calling it a little early here, but I mean this is just good night right here. Triskelion gonna get huge. Oh, I suppose he lives. I'm still not taking away this score because I still don't see how Gotchi's gonna win. I mean, Magnus still has an effect. Triskellion's huge. Yeah, Almaz, that ban list was brutal for heroes. I was super surprised to see that rookies opened up heroes. You might get a little something going here. I don't know if Spider's gonna. I don't know if Spider's the answer, but I think for him to do anything, he kind of needed to keep some heroes on the board, but he was just gonna die with those heroes on the board anyway, wasn't he? I mean, Gotchi's biggest problem is he really can't deal with both Magnus and Triskelion in the same turn. I don't think. Oh, I forgot about Galaxy when I was talking about ban list earlier. They didn't get touched at all. We might see some Galaxy today, boys. I mean, DD Crow happens. So he's playing two liquids here. So he is going to be able to deal with both of them, actually. Oh, that must have been a timeout. That's rough. I think he took too long on his first turn. He sat and thought for a long time to just end on Sunrise Pass. And it looks like he's switching to his second deck here, so no repeat. But I suppose that version was playing. I mean, it wasn't playing a lot of the Vision Hero package. Um, it definitely wasn't playing any Neos Fusion. But oh, and now we have a mirror match. It looks like. Let the games begin. Thousand's gonna set up first here. Probably want to go first in the mirror. Get your back row out. I mean, if you have a decent hand, you want to go first. Let's be real. Mech Lord Assembly into Obligato. Probably gonna see the searcher buddy. I always forget his name. The other colorful robot guy. Yep, yep. Mech Lords can only play Mech Lords. I mean, Crow is a thing, and chances are, if you run into a Rose Dragon deck, chances are the Rose is gonna be playing Crow. I mean, Crow isn't like super annoying for Mech Lords. I mean, it can hurt a teeny bit if they're trying to go Triskelion, but it's super easy to fill up that graveyard. That was him just searching another Obligato with the Gear Giant. Double back row. That's pretty solid. We saw last game Thousand was playing, excuse me, both Chalice and Lance. So we'll see what kind of other defensive cards he has. I mean, chances are he's got a flipper somewhere in there, probably some books, maybe some Canadias, maybe a floodgate or two, depending on how many assemblies he plays. Little MST on MST action. The Prisma MSTs, I mean, you can get those from the selection box, I believe, can't you? Or you can make them Prisma through that. Oh, I wonder if that other back row's a bluff. That obligato effect went pretty quick. Starting to think that other back row's a bluff. What would you say is a bluff, though? I mean, I suppose Storm, maybe. If it was Boone, he would have used it. I suppose it could be another assembly. But he searched assembly with his skill. He would have searched Boone. Hmm. Interesting. Gotchi gonna make his own gear giant here, searching for obligato follow up. But that back row has to be some kind of bluff. Or I suppose it could be Lance. If it was Chalice, it would have gotten used somewhere along the way here. Double set for Gotchi. Now we'll see what Thousand has. Gonna be searching something here. What we searching, 1,000? Oh, that little pecker. That synchro absorption thing guy, he's so annoying. 1,000 probably happy to have him in his hand though. Chalice from Gotchi here. And Chalice is going through. I mean, if that is a lance that 1,000 has, yeah, he just might go balls deep here. Like, I believe if that's lance, I think he's just gonna Lamau him pretty much. Ooh, Tretch. Do you have the lance 1,000? That is a bluff. That is 100% a bluff back there. See, he's got the soul absorption in his hand. If he had anything else, like, that has to be a storm back there from 1,000. I hope Gotchi pops it so we can see what it is. My money's on Storm, though. Nah, I don't think so, Swag. There's really not been any delays. Needle sealing would be pretty monk ass. Ooh, Dreadnought. Probably up Triskelion. Come on, pop that back row. Show me the storm. Scorp, you gonna join me? So we can play how not to make Scorp echo? Another Triskelion from 1,000 here. Let's see here. What kind of damage can he do? Too tired. You don't do any work, Scorpion. Let's be real here, bud. The little absorption guy is gonna stop. Ooh, Chalice. That's gonna be real nice for 1,000. See, he's probably gonna go after the Dreadnought here. I was Chalice this whole time. Well, interesting. I thought for sure he would have used it somewhere along the line, Scorp. Like there were a few opportunities where I mean, that was obviously the best opportunity. He won the game because of it, but I felt for sure that would have been used somewhere along the line. But he did win the game because of it, so I can't say shit. But BZ going up 2-0 here. Well, very strong start from 1000, 2-0. Anytime your starter wins two or more games, I mean, that's what you're looking for. That's a huge win. Getting the tempo, um, getting the counter pick, that's always winning the opening is always huge. Let's see here. Who's going to be coming in for rookies here? What do they have for Mech Lords? They didn't repeat their hoop, and it's Aster. What does Aster have for us? Any bets in the chat? I'd love to see Galaxy. Hey, Almaz, you got her. It's Galaxy Eyes. And Galaxy Eyes does get to go first. If they open up a decent hand, I mean Galaxy Eyes going first. Pretty good. Uses the skill. Probably gonna put the the Photon Lord into the extra deck. Shuffle Reborn. Gonna be bringing out the Galaxy Eyes. And he's got Galaxy Knight right into that Photon Lord. Very strong. 1000 does play Chalice though, and I'd be willing to bet there's a book or two somewhere in that thick 30 card deck. Right into Obligado. 1000 doesn't care. 1000 doesn't need to use skill. Big thunk here. Is this from Aster or is this from 1000? I mean, 1000 did slap that Obligado right down on the field. That was a very quick negate. Keeps the Photon Dragon on the Photon Lord so he can keep the no destruction effect. Thousand just grabbing that Mech Lord Assembly. What's he going for here? Grabs another Obligado. Do we have any back row to protect ourselves? One back row. You think so, Scorp? Scorp always chooses violence. He's one of the sand people. Sand people are known for violence. Lance, that is not going to be enough. I suspect that, yep. Galaxy Zero right into another one of them puppies, and then we have game. Galaxy is looking like it's going to get the job done here for rookies. Yep. All right. Rookies finally on the board. If you wanted to be truly toxic, Scorpion, you'd cast with me. But you're just a hater, Scorp. We all did, Scorp. We all did. I have a feeling we'll see Davida with Rose soon enough, though. Let's see what 1,000-second deck is. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a Rose Dragon, and it is. First Rose Dragon of the day. Aster going first again. We'll see if he's able to open up that Photon Lord. I mean, if there's no Crow, Elmas, if there's no Crow, and Aster gets Photon Lord out there, that can be annoying. No Crow. Step one. Galaxy Wizard. Here comes the Photon Lord. Do we have any back row? We have one back row, which is better than no back row. I mean, it's cringe, but it's pretty darn good in a lot of cases, as long as there's no book. Oops, I need to have this backwards. There we go. Aster has two decks and 1,000 only has one left. Big thunk from 1,000 here. Just summons the rocks. Gets negated. Does 1,000 have the hands to play around this? If he has white and the basil, he's still eyed, as long as that back row isn't anything. But even if he does have those, he is gonna kind of be on the back foot here. Just setting. And I'm assuming we are going to be seeing a galaxy cyclone. Galaxy cyclone? Probably being searched. Maybe, possibly. Expedition. There are lots of ways that Aster can just cheese out the lethal here. Let's see if he has it. One back row, I mean, chances are it's a Basil. If it was Book, it would have been used already. At least you would think. That chalice that I thought was a storm did sit there for a long time earlier. Ooh, compulsory. All Lance. Well, we this game's just over. This game's just over. End him. Just end it, Aster. Just end it. All right, there we go. We finally got there. Rookies even it up. Galaxy Eyes proven pretty good when they, when they don't brick, anyways. When they brick, it's sad puppy days. I'm still living back in week 6. I'll fix it though. Oh, holy cow! Davida just appearing out of nowhere here. That was quick. Let's see here. Fix the weak thing, and then we will go into the game. All right. Davida on it looks like DDD. Aster going second too, and it is DDD. That is not what you want to see from DDD. Getting rid of the witch. I mean, hopefully that back row can protect you, Davida. Master taking some time to thunk here, though. I wonder if his hand isn't that great. Uses the skill. I mean, even if you feel the crow, I mean, what other choice do you have, Elmaz? You have to use the skill. Like, you gotta force the DD crow out at some point. Galaxy really doesn't have a good way to play around crow. Oh, he's just going for the big lethal play here. Does that back row anything? It's a book. Davida. Oh my goodness, it's Lance. Good night, Davida. Good night, sir. Aster on a small tear right here. Giving rookies the lead. Are we going to see a repeat? This is what they brought in as a counter, but not getting to see Davida play his prized Rose Dragon deck almost feels wrong. I mean, he's always like even before Rose Dragon was meta, he's always been sporting Akiza. Akiza's always been his girl. And a repeat has been announced. So we will get to see DDD one more time. Galaxy Eyes going second again. Hopefully Davida opens up a better hand. Well, I mean, Davida can play any deck, Elmaz, but we're just used to seeing Davida with his Rose Dragon deck. And Akiza is his girl. Much better hand from Davida here. Much better. I'd say there's a better than good chance that we see a turn one Coach King from Davida. I bet you Rose was his. I'll bet you anything Rose was his second deck Scorp. Really? No turn one Coach King. Could be a lot worse. Could be better though. Double back row, though. He added another gate to his hand. What's this, sir? He must already have Witch. I wonder if he has Witch Book again for his back row. Big thonk from Aster. He probably needs both if he wants the OTK Elmas. He probably needs both again. I mean, I really don't see Davida searching another gate just to set it as a bluff. I suppose it's possible if he opened Witch and no other back row, but I'd still be pretty monk-ass. Gonna use the search to get the Galaxy Cyclone. So he has the first piece of the puzzle. He's got to hit the Witch, though. Can't be hitting dead cards. He hits the Witch again. Is Davida going to get Lam out again? Shuffle Reborn. It looks like there is a delay. Is it a book? It is a book. Is there a lance again? Oh my good jeepers. Well, poor Davida just getting sacked, it looks like. And Davida just scoops it up. I mean, DDD didn't get hit, but I am a little surprised. I mean, DDD still not super consistent. It's not horrible, but it's not what it used to be. Big run here for Master, though. Team was down 0-2. Now rookies have tempo. And BZ's kind of on the back foot again. With EMZ, what the heck are you talking about, Squirt? I mean, yeah, Davida's first hand was some sad puppy days. Extra monster zone. It does help, but it doesn't help the consistency at all, Squirt. It does allow you to shit out bigger boards, though. Wonder I wonder if there's another DDD from BZ here. Or what do they potentially have for this Galaxy deck? I mean, it's gone first twice and won, and gone second twice and won. Looks like we have the player from BZ in the room. I always have the chat turned off. I never look at it, so how do you like completely? I should know how to, but I guess I don't know how to completely turn it off up top. But I honestly never pay attention to it. And it looks like Kisara came in for BZ here, and it is the Rose Dragon deck. Kisara is going to win because he has the best mat and sleeves in the game. I respect this man's choices. I've been rocking the DMG mat and sleeves for a very, very long time now. Searches the blue buddy. Must already have at least one basil in hand. Looks like there's a big thonk into what to go into here, though. And we are going into Zeta. Not a bad choice. I think Yazi might be a little safer, but Zeta puts in a lot of work too, like especially if all they have is gravity 0. Galaxy Cyclone again for Master. Basil gonna get the Rocks Rose, I'm assuming. Probably gonna search for another Basil. And he's using the second part of the skill, so he can just make one of the big buddies right away. And Monster Reborn, definitely good, so he can. Oh. And Crow just says no. Good night, Galaxy Eyes. You had a good run, but you met your match with the DMG mat and sleeves. Kisara, we know he has a basil and a blue buddy in his hand. Hoping he has the Ruddy Rose Witch. So we know his whole hand right now, other than the back row. Probably just gonna board nuke. Yep. And that was probably the basil that he set, and he still has blue buddy. So he's still got a skill. This game's over. Galaxy Eyes finally going down. All right. And let's see what Aster's second deck is. I mean, depending on what they were thinking they were going to lose to, I mean, could be Mech Lords. Could just be the safe Rose Dragon bet. Seven games in an hour, not bad. All right, going into the next game here. And it is a Mech Lords. So it does look like they were expecting to lose to Rose Dragon with the Galaxy Eyes. Mech Lords going first too. Usually what they want to be doing. Going for assembly, probably into obligado. I just totally butchered that name. Obligado into two buddies from the deck. Gear Giant probably incoming. Ooh, and he has the boon. Opening up that sweet pot of greed. Galaxy got crowed, Scorpion. Galaxy got crowed. Here, searched obligado to back row. That's a pretty ideal opening from Mech Lords right here. Has to toss the white rose into the graveyard to search rocks. Could be worse, but definitely not ideal. But I suppose with only two rocks in the deck, the rocks opening is going to be a little less common than before. Art opened up a basil too. Ooh. Basil's out, the rocks rose. Carrot's always so annoying in the opening hand. It doesn't look like there's much that Kisara can do. Likely one of those sets is a Basil. And he's not going to want to use that till Rox goes to the graveyard anyways. We know Aster has an Obligado in his hand. And likely only one defensive back row for Kisara here. Searches that little life absorption buddy. Goes into Dreadnought. Does he have the Triskelion? I don't think he's used the skill for the second time yet. He already had the Triskelion. If he has lands, this is going to be some. Well, I'm assuming he needs lands for the Triskelion attack to go through, but this is going to be some big damage. Actually, this is potentially game. First breath. This is actually going to do some. This is going to get the Dreadnought and the Triskelion. I suppose Dreadnought can protect itself, but is there a. Oh, he's going to book the Carrot. Why is he booking the Carrot? First breath does monsters. Not sure why Aster used the book. Especially on the Carrot. If somebody knows in chat, I would love to be enlightened on that one. That still really doesn't explain why he books the Carrot. That actually makes some sense. I'll buy that one so Dreadnought has something to destroy. I asked earlier if anybody wanted the game stuff and nobody said anything. Oh, I do actually have it.
I draw.
That's all you get, though. The Magnus only has one material, too. That's Big Monk ass for Aster here. Kisara just gonna blow the world up here. Oh, not blowing the world up. Never mind. Aha. Going Ruddy Rose. Let's see here. And we know he has that life absorption Weisel guy in his hand, too. And I believe Mechlord still has the second skill. Let's see here. One Mechlord in the grave. Ooh, compulsory. That's gonna be very good right here. Put Ready Rose back in the extra deck. Open up that lane. Let's see here. I believe Kisara's used both of, yep, he's used both of his skills, so he's pretty much top decking. He's only used one of his white rose dragons, but one of the Roxes is also banished. Another Gear Giant, but he gets booked. It's looking pretty bad for Kisara here. What's he banishing here? 1, 2, 3. So he's going to keep him to 2 materials in his graveyard. Can he not search this Triskelion? Oh, he did use the other one. And this should be game for Aster here. And Kisara scoops her up. 5-1 for Aster. Holy cow, they're already in the next game. These boys be quick today. Yuto, is this some PK?
Duel.
This is looking like some PK here. Looking like a pretty strong start for Aster already. Double back row, most likely going into the Gear Giant. Probably gonna search another Obligato. Mech Lords is a super consistent deck. That is one thing I do like about Mech Lords. Huh. Doesn't look like there's any interruption here. He has the book. A little surprised he didn't stop the other shenanigans from happening. Triple back row from PK though. PK should have some protection for the break sword and some extra graveyard summoning shenanigans afoot. Ooh, Storm, very good. Ooh, and MST, full back row clear. I mean, the break sword still floats. Ooh, and he opened up Monster Gate. So he only has one graveyard summoned. I mean, if he has Triskelion, he can still just attack directly, and that looks like what's happening. Damn, Aster just going in. Holy cow. What's wrong, Gybasis? He didn't play Rose Dragon, Gybasis, and he got sacked because he played DDD. After that 2-0 start for BZ, though, Aster just coming in and doing work. I mean, 6 wins. That's a very strong showing. And only 2 players left for BZ, Francesco and Sakura. I mean, Mega Kangaroo, that is definitely Francesco. That is definitely Francesco. Probably just going to switch his name. Oh, it's Sakura. That seemed like a name Chesko would give himself. And another Rose Dragon. MacLord's not going first to set their board up.
Duel.
That is not what you were hoping for as the Rose Dragon player. Assembly into Obligado. Is the Obligado gonna stick? Or do we have a flipper? Canadia. Two back row for Aster here, so that should give him some pretty good protection. Sakura still needs a Rose Dragon card to get some plays going, but that is not a Rose Dragon card. That is another back row. Gonna try the Obligado again. Aster thinking here after his Obligado gets flipped down. I'm gonna use the skill again. Or did he even use it the first turn? He did not. So he's using the skill for the first time there. Oh my goodness, Sakura, please draw a Rose Dragon card, bud. Trying this Obligado thing again. Please give this man a Rose Dragon card. One time. Yes. Sakura can play the game. Rock's gonna... Ooh, that bottomless is gonna hurt. With only 2 Roxes now. I mean, Sakura only has 1 more in the deck. Yeah, it's looking that way. So that's another back row which I would be willing to bet is the Basil. With only 2 Roxes, bottomless has gotten even better against Rose. Mech Lord's big thonkin right here. Ooh, Storm. Probably going for one of the side back rows. No, he won the first 4 with Galaxy Eyes, Sasuke. He won the last 2 with the Mech Lords. I'm gonna try this Obligado thing for, I believe, the 4th time. Obligado finally gonna get to do his thing here. Are we gonna go into Gear Giant? I mean, we've already done some searching. Well, are we still going for Gear Giant anyways? Ooh, if he can get that Weisel on the board though. Oh, he says screw Weisel, we going for the Big Bopper. Not even gonna suck up a back row here. Or suck up an extra deck monster. Ooh, that burst breath. I think we've seen it from all of the BZ guys. Gonna put in some work here. Unless that other back row that's been sitting for Astra for a little while has been a Lance. Book. That is gonna, excuse me, protect Sakura. Sakura trying the skill again, ditching a blue buddy. It looks like Sakura is going to be able to play the game. This still looks like a pretty dangerous situation for Sakura, though. Because chances are that back row is just the basil. It looked like there was some delays from Sakura's side of the field, though. Took a little while for that Canada to actually do its thing. I wonder what he could have been holding in his hands that he went to set. It's not like he was going to have game right there. How many basil has Sakura used? All. So he just had another basil in his hand. We're just doing this Triskelion thing again. Yep. Attack directly for the big damage. And the second repeat has already been announced. So we will be seeing Rose Dragon again. Can BZ stop Aster, though? I mean, at this point, BZ is really on the back foot here.
Duel.
That's their last repeat. Rookies still have both of theirs. So, I mean, they're going to be able to heavily counter the remaining decks for BZ. Sakura going first with Rose Dragon cards, though. This is already much better than last game for Sakura. Sakura just set in 2. I mean, rocks to 2 does kind of limit your plays a little bit with Rose Dragon. Like, I wonder if Rose Dragon players will start to play that Rose Girl card again just for an extra tuner. Like, something tells me they're not playing it this week, but I'm wondering if that's not a card to look out for in the future. The only problem with that card, though, is it's not searchable or anything. But, I mean, it has synergies with Carrot. And it is a level 3 tuner, which is usually what you're looking for. Ooh, Storm. Is Sakura just gonna get sacked? This is the downside of not synchroing turn 1 with your Basil. But 2 cards in hand for Sakura, chances are he'll be able to use his skill. Are we gonna see a Dreadnought or a Gear Giant from Aster? Dreadnought. I'm wondering, yeah, I was like, he might go Gear Giant to be as back row, but if he doesn't have any back row, Dreadnought's probably the play. Gonna go right into that Magnus buddy. Without any back row, that's probably about as good as he could do. I do think Sakura is gonna have some plays here, though. Ooh, Carrot. Monk S. That's big yikes from Sakura's side of the field right there. I was hoping he had Rose Dragon cards in his hand, not Carrot. Breakthrough skill gonna keep the Carrot on the board, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. They're getting ready for Link's Herbal. The update for New World and Links is this coming week on Wednesday. But they gave us the extra monster zone a little early. It's made a huge difference in the game. Man, Aster just going in. Mech Lords and Galaxy Eyes just doing work this week. Let's see here. Looking at the match report yesterday, Mech Lords had a huge win streak yesterday, too. Maybe Mech Lords is the best deck now. But we are down to the last player in BZ. We haven't seen any Yo Senju yet, anyways. And we do have Chesko on the table. If you're real Chesko, you'll bring painters, bud. It looks like it's another Rose Dragon. Mech Lord's going first, though. If Aster opens up well, this could be trouble for Chesko. Oops, did the score not update? Or did I just not update the score? I have the habit of hitting the same number sometimes for whatever reason. That was just on there. Aster probably just going to be doing the standard gear giant plays here. Setting up for next turn. Yeah, Aster just going in, Scorp. Aster just going in. He was killing it with his galaxy eyes, and now he's just running train with Mech Lords. 4 wins with each deck thus far. Why is Aster's score not updating properly? There we go, there we go. No bottomless for the rocks. Wonder if Chesko's gonna go for a synchro play, turn 1. Aster's first deck was Galaxy Eyes. He's 1-4 with each deck so far. Looks like Chesko is gonna be playing the slow game. hitting the books, so there's probably a Basil back there, and based on the other lists we've seen from BZ, I mean, we've seen them play Compulsory, we've seen them play Canadia, we've obviously seen the books. And I suppose we've seen Burst Breath too. Some Thonkin from Chesko here. Gonna Compulsory? Is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna put up his own rocks for another search. Unfortunately for Chesko, this board is pretty easy to lethal through. Does he have the Triskelion? He does. And it looks like Aster is going to be going 9-1. This is some serious player of the week type stuff here. I think, what did 91 do yesterday? 91 got 8 wins yesterday for FHX. Or 8 wins, so yeah. So Aster one-upping him there. Why does this stuff not update properly for me all the time? There we go. And it looks like they're into the next game, potentially the last. And another Akiza, so this looks like it was just a double Rose Dragon pair for Chesko.
Duel.
My goodness. Aster finally bricked. Still could be alright though with 3 back row. People have gone 10-0 before. I mean, I don't know how many times 10 wins has happened. 3-4 times maybe 5. But there have been, I know, at least 1 or 2 10-0s, a couple 10-1s, I believe. I mean, there's always luck involved with 10-0s. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Vampires actually did it once, I know. I forget the other decks, but Vampires, Shao's with Vampires got a 10-0. I can't remember specifically off the top of my head the other 10 win performances, but the only one that I can remember off the top of my head is the vampire one because it was by Shao's. No, that doesn't count score. If I even got 10-1 in a scrim, and that was with like the old Noble Knights, not the XYZ Noble Knights, the old fair Noble Knights, without any extra deck stuff. That sounds right. I believe Luke's probably. I mean, sometimes I feel like Luke can top a tournament with an Uno deck. That man just knows how to play some Yugi Mons. This is not looking good for Chesko. I mean, chances are that's the Ruddy Rose Witch or the Carrot set face down. At least he's got 3 back row, but something tells me not all that back row is going to help him. I bet at least one of those is a Basil that won't do him anything if it gets popped. Certainly won't protect him. Because what does he have in his graveyard? I think 2 books have been popped, yep. Ah. Can Chesko do anything about this? Goes into the Dreadnought. What's he got? Does he have the big PP Triskelion? Some bonking going on from one of the sides here. I mean, Chesko should have at least 1 card to protect himself, but I think he's gonna need 2 cards to protect himself. Because here comes Triskelion. And Chesko's gonna need 2 protections. Oh, DD Crow. Oh my goodness. Can he protect himself from lethal? Even if he can, I don't think he's gonna be able to win the game. He's way too far behind. That's not gonna do it, Chesko. Aster completes the 10-1. That is gonna be hard to compete for in Player of the Week. That is gonna be hard. but certainly a great performance from Aster. I mean, there were some rough draws from BZ, definitely, but definitely some good play from Aster's side too. But let's see here. What other games are going on right now? There is only one other game going on right now. We are gonna, let's see here. I'm getting tired here, so I'm just gonna, in a second here, I'm gonna send you all over to Hezi. Or can I do that even? I think I might need Hezi to host himself. Let me ask him real quick. Let's see here. I see a bunch of other people in booths. I don't think any other games have started yet, though. Banless was a little bit better than I thought. Like, Rose, while still good. Oh, there we go.